Today is the day we finally test out the new LMG inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. This does have a prestige attachment that turns it into the 48 dredge from Black Ops 3, but we do not have that unlocked. However, we're going to hop inside of Zombies, destroy some elites, and farm out some weapon XP. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. All new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP. Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. It is time to use the new LMG inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. I'm so excited to give this thing a shot. Whenever you do end up actually prestiging this and using the prestige attachment, it turns into the 48 dredge back from Black Ops 3, but I did just unlock it, so we have absolutely nothing on it, but I thought it would be a pretty cool video to test its base gun out. You know, a lot of times when you put a loadout on, it makes it better than what the gun truly is, or whatever it could be. So I figured it would be pretty fun to test this thing out completely base inside of Zombies. Now, it does have a slow rate of fire, but it definitely should be fairly good. According to my thoughts, that it's gonna absolutely shred zombies. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully it's true. Hopefully it doesn't suck, because that would be very disappointing. But I definitely will be excited to try out the 48 dredge attachment whenever I do end up actually getting this thing prestige, which will probably end up being today. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing pack-a-punch real quick. That way we can go ahead and start actually destroying these zombies. When you first start your game, it only deals 30 headshot damage to these zombies. So that's definitely a lot smaller than you would think. But now it automatically puts it up at 209, which is definitely fairly good. That's a good little upgrade. You know, it worries you a little bit when it doesn't deal much damage right off the rip, because pack-a-punching it only gives it so much extra. But the fact that it goes to 200 instead of like 90 is a very, very good thing so far. And I know that's not a lot of damage entirely, but there has been guns in Call of Duty that you pack-a-punch and barely get any extra damage added on to them. So far, this should be fairly fun. Now, I do have the Rampage Inducer on, hopefully, so we can grind out some kills and grind out some critical kills as fast as possible. That way we can get close to Infestation, or at least gold this game. Although I don't really know the challenges, we're just gonna at least try to get at least the critical kills, most of them done. Double tap definitely makes this thing way quicker, which is kind of obvious, but thankfully it starts shooting very, very fast, pretty much like a standard LMG. But hopefully the damage turns out to be good once we do have this thing maxed out. I definitely am very, very happy with the Christmas event and the new weapon, of course. Obviously, we get a Christmas animated camo, which is cool. I love how much they're doing with this game, how many camos you can unlock, all the events, all the guns. Like, it genuinely is so much fun inside of Zombies, and even in multiplayer Warzone. Like, there's so much content to grind for. I'm glad it's not another Black Ops 6, and I know a lot of people don't like this game, and a lot of people are unhappy with it, whatever it is, but you definitely cannot say that this doesn't have a lot of things to grind and unlock, because it's crazy how many unlockables you can actually earn in this game, whether it's camos, calling cards, titles just for Prestige Master, anything. Literally, it is absolutely crazy how much grinding takes place for this game in order to just simply 100% it, and I mean actually 100% it. Pretty time to double pack this thing. There we go. We still need to get uncommon rarity put on it, so we might as well just go do that now. We're at 419 damage, which definitely is, you know, an interesting damage number for pack 2. Obviously, I don't really want to say anything about the damage too much until we actually have it fully maxed out, but also just how much it shreds the zombies. So far, this thing is shredding. Definitely very, very fun so far to use, but who isn't, or who doesn't have fun with the new weapons inside of the game? You guys a little bit of an update on player progression and what I am doing currently inside of Black Ops 7. I am currently level 110 Prestige Master, of course, but I also am currently grinding out Genesis over on Endgame. I currently have 15 out of the 30 weapons Moonstone, so that's where I'm at pretty much with the camo grind. It definitely is fairly quick and fairly easy to do. It doesn't really take long to get Genesis, and then I think after Genesis, I might hit up Singularity over on multiplayer. I'm gonna try and go for the Nexus camo, of course, but who knows? I can't make no promises. But the problem is say like Infestation, right? It's a very cool camo. I have Infestation for all the guns, and here I am running a Prestige 1 camo, right, for the M8. I get bored of certain camos. I can't use the same camo every game. I can't always use Infestation on every single gun I use, even across all the modes. I just can't. I get bored and tired of looking at the same thing, which is hence why I use a lot of different guns instead of zombies. I don't load up into the same match twice with the same exact weapon. I always got to switch it up. No matter how good something can be, it just kind of keeps me involved a little bit more. It makes it a little bit less boring, for me at least. So that is why we're using this camo today. But it would be nice to have all the mastery camos because we could obviously make it change, or we can use Nexus, which is a pretty cool camo, I think. It definitely is pretty sweet. Very, very flexible, which has been a problem inside of Call of Duty with a lot of the rewards and things you can't really flex. Back in the day of Prestige Master, you were like, damn. Now it's just like, oh, okay, just another Prestige Master, no big deal, right? But that is a flex, and there's no way around it. It takes a long time to grind out every single camo in the game, no matter what you do. This has so much ammo in it. It's so freaking nice. Let me grab Mule Kick. We can grab Speed Cola as well. There's pretty much all of our perks that we need. We definitely should go get Blue Rarity. That way we can go ahead and kind of deal a little bit more damage. We're dealing 762 damage right now. That was Pack 2 Uncommon. What about now? 1016. Double pack Blue Rarity. So I'm estimating that it'll probably be close to about 4,000 damage once we have this thing fully maxed out. Makes a decent amount of sense considering, you know, it only adds a little bit every time you do some sort of upgrade. But I'm sure the 48 Dredge attachment definitely is going to boost the damage quite a bit. It will, it does. But we'll obviously test it out in a future video. There's level 8 for this bad boy. Love to see it. Slowly gaining that XP. We have our first Zersa. Here he is. We can just go ahead and shred him real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nice. Okay, there's a self-revive he dropped. We, fortunately enough, do not need that. But we can definitely take down these zombies. Fairly simple to do. What is that? A bonus points. Okay, we can end up grabbing that here in a little bit after this round. Maybe we can get lucky enough to get a double points to drop. Who knows? You never know. Let's pop a reload. Yeah, I can't wait to have this thing fully maxed out. It's genuinely going to be so good. I mean, you have 200 rounds without any magazine attachments when you pack a bunch of this, which is actually kind of crazy. It's going to be absolutely nuts probably for some of the bosses inside of the game. Future bosses, Caltheris. I can already freaking imagine just how good this thing might be. Another Zersa. Shred him. Shoot the beehives. Come on, shred. Oh my gosh, I am getting caught up. Just got a gobble gum. Pretty sweet. It was a stock option, so not the sweetest, but at least we got a gum, right? That's what matters in the end. Bring it on, zombies. Just walk back and hit fire. There's really no need to even ADS if we don't have to. There's an insta-kill. We can go ahead and snag that up. Actually, I'll save that for next round. We don't need it right this second. This round should almost be over, I think. Come on. There we go. There's 300 critical kills. Love to see it. We're on round 19. I'm 3,000 away from being able to triple pack. I am very far from even remotely getting epic rarity. I have 8,000 or 825. Shoot, I wish I had 8,000. We have like no salvage. So who knows where we're going to get at with rarity this game. It takes ages, dude, to upgrade your gun. It's kind of crazy, but hey, that kind of creates more of a challenging aspect of zombies, right? You can't just automatically always get legendary rarity. Okay, come on. There we go. There's a double points. Nice. We also can go triple pack now after this round. A little bit of salvage drops on the ground. We definitely need to try and pick every single one of these up. Matter of fact, we need to do some of the TED tasks. That way we can actually get epic. That's like the only way in survival, dude, to just actually kind of get ahead. Where is the Zersa? It spawned in. I don't see it anywhere. Okay, I see it on the minimap. I want to complete this TED task this game as well. Can throw that on the ground. Help me out just a little bit. I definitely need to get a plate carrier so we don't take as much damage. That's what we're going to do with our next bit of essence. Well, we actually, funny enough, have enough to do it. So we can do that here very, very soon. Let me just run back this way. We still have Zersa chasing us. And to shred Zersa a little bit. Keep moving back. We can throw a Molotov over there. Deal a little bit of fire damage to him. Definitely a very good method to damage Zersa pretty fast. We gotta reload. Holy moly, I got 184 HP. I got no plates on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Zersa respawned. We can go back over here. This round's almost over. Where's Zursa? Come here, Zursa. There we go. Finally. Nice. Okay. I want to get a plate carrier, and I want to do this TED trial up here, because it will give us some extra essence and salvage. Maybe even a possible legendary ether tool. It could. They do. Definitely get good things from this. Death from above. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to pop this insta-kill. Get these zombies down here. We can jump up here, I guess. Come on, jump. Okay, these are counting, which is what we wanted. It's what we intended. Get me to legendary rarity, please. Come on, zombies. Bring it on. Keep funneling over to me. Okay, there we go. Legendary rarity. Nice. See what we got from this reward at the good old TED task. There's a calling card. We got some salvage, mystery perk, mystery perk. Okay, so we got 2 perks and a decent amount of salvage, which was definitely pretty clutch. Now we can grab epic rarity on round 25. Definitely takes a while to get there, but thanks to the TED tasks, we probably already had enough beforehand. I just didn't realize it, but we for certain do now. We have an extra 500 salvage left over, which is super duper clutch if you ask me. Now we just need 4,500 more, and then we can get legendary rarity and see this thing fully maxed out. So yeah, epic rarity, triple bag, it's dealing about 3,000, so I was pretty much right. Once we get legendary, it'll deal about 4,000 damage. Okay, there we go. There's a few more drops of salvage we just picked up on the floor. Keep coming, zombies. There's a bonus points. Nice. We can grab that here shortly. Give us a little bit of extra essence, even though we don't really need it. This augment's kind of good for this, dude. The stamina firewall sprinting augment is kind of clutch when it comes to using this LMG. We can get out of here. We got 4 seconds left for our insta. Finish these zombies off real quick. Come on. Okay, we got a lot of them dead. We are pretty much halfway to legendary right now. Around 27, about to be over. Maybe we could get another TED task. That would be pretty nice. I don't really think I need anything else. No TED task this round, which is kind of unfortunate. We do have a Zursa. Okay, I do want to use this Casimir for whenever Zursa comes around us. But where is it? There it is. Okay. We can just pop this Kazi. Bam, that's going to deal a little bit of extra damage to Zursa. Shred, Zursa! There we go. I see the brain. There we go. Nice. Casimirs do not last a long time in this game, that's for sure. I was hoping another TED task would pop up, but I don't think so. I'm sure it will by like round 30. But we should be able to get a decent amount of drops this round. Funny enough, I took off my dead drop gobblegum right before this game. I was like, I don't need that. We can just throw on an insta-kill. That'll help. And here we are, struggling for salvage. Kind of funny. Yeah, there's a full power. We got a decent amount right here. There's a nuke and another insta-kill. I'll take it. Yeah, barely got any drops. TED task. Let's go. And it's a Ravager round, so it'll be pretty easy. What is it? Hold the location. Okay. These always suck, but we'll get it done. It ain't too bad. We just gotta stay in here for the entirety of this. These things you can't really do early. Some of the other ones, like the kill ones, you can pretty much do early, but mostly these, you gotta just stick around for the entirety of the time. So you pretty much just stay in here for 2 minutes. That's pretty much it. Legendary rarity. Nice. See what we can actually pull from this. Hopefully something good. Something worth the while. Legendary tool. There we go. Now all of our salvage is extra. Yep, 4,000 damage. See, I was pretty much right. It's pretty easy to tell if you play a decent amount of time. You kind of get an idea of how much each boost gives you. Or about an area of how much each boost gives you. So we get to do this round with legendary rarity, as well as triple pack. We can just come over here. 1,000 rounds until we run out of ammo, so we can definitely shoot for a long time. Come on, zombies. There's a max armor. Holy moly. We can eat their shroud real quick. Come on. Yeah, the damage isn't typically really that high for this LMG. It's definitely fun to use. Is it super massive, crazy damage? No. But it definitely is pretty fun, at least for me. I'm excited to prestige this thing and get the 48 Dredge attachment, because that's what's supposed to be really, really good. And I am counting on that to be really, really good. So hopefully whenever I prestige it, I'll definitely make a video on it the moment I do prestige it probably. But yeah, should be fairly good. There's a nuke and the round off. We can go over here, go talk to old Monty on the telephone. Alright, spawn in the good old Zursa. We can Kazi him up. He's about to be right here. Bam! Just breaking the bees right as he spawns. Adios, amigo. That is the 48 dredge, or the SOKOL LMG inside of zombies. I'll see you guys in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.